Hey guys, it's Nicole. Today I am hoping to get in here and do another Workspace Wednesday video. I am sort of in a desperate need to get my room sorted out, and I want to go back to what I had showed you guys end of February or end of March, where I was talking about basically doing like a room reset every month. That did not happen with everything that's been going on. So I've got a couple things that I need to go ahead and finish up as far as editing and posting layouts, different places online for challenges and whatnot. So I want to go ahead and get that done before I start sort of dealing with all of this. So brought my camera and my drinks up. I think I'm going to kind of take you guys along. Maybe with a little bit different kind of style today. I don't know, I'm gonna see. I'm also in the process of learning a new video editing software, which that's a whole long story too. So I think I need to take photos of layouts. I need to edit a video, put those away, and then I can really start cleaning up and trying to do like my end of month room reset and kind of go from there. But I think what I'm going to do is probably during like the super sped up where I would normally put music on there, I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of talk to you guys a little bit during that part, because if anybody else out there does process videos and is on YouTube, I think that for whatever reason, people just don't normally share how they do things. I'm not really sure why. I know when I started probably 5 or 6 years ago, there was like no information, and basically anybody on here just was not willing to share their setup or what they edit with or how they make their videos. It was just like, it was almost like this idea of if I tell you, then you might make videos and I might not be as popular kind of a mentality. I don't know, it was weird 5 years ago. So I think a lot of us have just kind of figured out what works best for us. And again, that's kind of my motto with scrapbooking in general is, you know, you do you. But I did kind of want to just maybe touch bases on a couple of things that I do and how I do them, because I know that sometimes seeing somebody's process with that just kind of helps, or even just kind of gives you maybe your own idea of how you can kind of change up things on your own process. So just wanted to put that out there. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start taking photos of a couple layouts that I have. I am going to try to be better about updating various online galleries and linking them below. I'll probably just try to stick to one, maybe just do like scrapbook.com. I think they're probably the most well known as far as like online galleries go. So I'll just try to post a link below. That way, if you're trying to find photos of a finished layout, maybe you want to scrap lift or maybe you want to use it for inspiration, by all means go for it. But I want you to be able to find a place to see the full layout. So with that, I'm gonna get to work. Just a quick side note, guys, you're going to see multiple outfit changes here because I recorded this video over the course of probably a week. So this day, which was basically day one of getting my room reset and getting everything set up, I needed to finish up some projects. This is how I take photos of my completed layouts. It is nothing fancy. Over the years, I have just figured out that I don't like putting them on the floor and taking a photo above my project. Part of that is because I don't use my cell phone to take pictures of my layouts, and I don't use my cell phone to film my videos, which that's, I'll go into that more a little bit later. So what I do is I use that sort of tacky putty stuff that you would put posters up. I have it placed in this section of my room. It used to be in another section, but both areas for most of the day are well lit with even lighting. So I will take a full photo over there, and then I will put them on my desktop in front of the window to take my detail shots so that they are in as good a focus and lighting as I can possibly get it without needing to edit. I don't really edit my photos. From there, I go into Photoshop and I will crop my completed layout. You know, basically crop out the wall. I will go through and take one of the images, one of the up close images, and I make my thumbnail out of that. I do all of these things in Photoshop. I also make sure that those things I'm saving as, I can't think of what it's called, but basically when you do the drop down and you go file, you usually have save, save as, and save for web. I will do save for web. It usually brings it up. I make sure that it's going to be a JPEG, and then I usually will change, like, the size that it brings up is huge. So I will change it to be 15% of that size. Just over the years, that's just been the size that works for me. It's a good size for forums. It's a good size for thumbnail uploading, online galleries, that kind of thing. Basically, it's compressing the photo to make it smaller and not be so many pixels by pixels, and just makes it a smaller size format as far as the digital saving of it goes. I don't really do anything with the other photos that I take. Those just get dropped into the actual video, and the video editing process already sort of smushes them down anyways, so I don't mess around with those. So there's pretty much just two things that I need to do in Photoshop, which is, again, just crop out the wall behind my layout that I took a photo of the full layout, and then I make my thumbnail with one of the detail images. And then I went ahead and was doing, I needed to start editing my process video. Normally, for years, I've used Windows Movie Maker. It was sort of easy to learn. There was a couple things I needed to look up on YouTube of how to do it, but everything else was pretty, like, self-explanatory, or you could kind of bumble your way around and figure out what you needed to do. I mentioned in a previous video that I needed to go ahead and update my Photoshop, so I ended up getting a bundle that was a really good deal to get Photoshop Elements, I guess it would be 2020, and then I also got Premiere Elements 2020, which is kind of like the hobby level of Premiere Pro. I'm not editing family vlogs and wedding videos and doing all kinds of things, so I don't need anything sort of that beefy. So I am kind of learning my way around this. Some things are a little bit easier or just a little more intuitive than Windows Movie Maker. Other things I'm finding take me a little bit longer, where in Movie Maker I could maybe select all of the files and put the same transition or the same zoom and pan on them and speed up all the video clips at once. Whereas in this one I kind of have to do things separately. But so far, I've been able to figure out most things on my own. YouTube is obviously where I'm going to kind of self-educate myself on this program, because there is so much that you can do with it, and I'm not there yet. I'm kind of at this point just trying to figure out how to transition over the things that I was already doing in Windows Movie Maker and figure out where do those things live in Premiere Elements. So some of this stuff isn't going to make sense or matter to people that watch videos and don't necessarily make videos. But again, some people find this stuff interesting. I know I kind of enjoy the pull back the curtain and see, like, behind the scenes type things. So if you have watched this video, the one that I'm editing is the 5th layout for my Easter kit, which was Easter egg hunt at grandma's. So I guess maybe comment below and let me know if you did or did not really notice anything different in the editing, or if you just enjoyed the video like any other video. Because I do think that it's kind of like when you cook a meal. You spend so much time cooking the meal that by the time it comes to eating it, sort of some of the joy has gone out of it, and you're looking to the other people that you're serving that meal to kind of give you feedback on. So it's kind of like that. Was the recipe the same, or did it seem different? But yeah, so this was stuff that I finished up on this day. This was pretty much it for me, because you guys are seeing a small condensed version of a 20-minute clip. But I was up here for quite a while, just kind of trying to figure out where things were in these two different programs and stuff. And then from there, I generally like to clean my work surface where I would do my scrapbooking and where I film my videos at first, because I know that if deadlines come up and I'm in a time crunch, if the rest of my room is a mess, I can still get to my desk and I can still make a layout. I can still do a process video. If I'm part of a hop, I'm not going to miss a deadline, things like that. So obviously the end goal is to be able to get the whole room done, but I do like to start in just the area that I work at, even if that's not where I want to start. if that's not even the most needed area for me to start. So I am going to come back with you guys live and just kind of give you another update. Okay guys, update time. I have dealt with all the boxes and various things that were sitting here, and I didn't just shove them in the closet, I actually went through them. Went ahead and cleaned up my Easter kit and put it all back in here. I am in the 6x6 paper pad sketches group. I can't think of the name of it. Something along those lines for Allison Davis from Scrapbook Generation, and it starts technically tomorrow, and my intention was to be ahead so that I'm not sort of influenced, or I don't know, I think sometimes when you see like a layout sample or a class sample, you're just then like, oh, I don't know, like that kind of changes what I wanted to do. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm not, I guess, influenced before I start. So I want to go ahead and try and print some photos and match up sketches and kind of get small game plans set up for that. So I've put my Easter kit away back in my tray and the lid that I'm using, kind of cleaned up this sort of area, and then I need to go ahead and just start vacuuming. Got trash that I need to take downstairs, need to empty some of this stuff. These two boxes are going to stay. These are sort of holding places for some things for right now, so I just need to clean up like this stuff. Figure out what I'm going to do with the old desktop and just kind of clean this stuff up, put my camera away, that kind of thing. Wipe everything down, vacuum. And I'm not sure if I'm going to actually do my checklist as far as my computer type stuff, because again, right now I'm still bouncing between two computers. So I think that's going to just have to be pushed aside for when I've kind of got the time and the mind space to deal with that kind of thing. Right now, I'm really just wanting to get my room cleaned up so that I can get back into creating. So with that, we're going to go ahead and just finish this stuff up today. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and try, like I said, to match up some photos and some 6x6 pads to the sketches and get myself sort of set up for as much success as possible. So let's get going.
Just stay one more night. I'll be by your side. Just stay.
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you begin to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I'll stay. I'll stay. Just take a leap of faith. We'll find a way for you and me.
Okay, I've got everything pretty much vacuumed, wiped down. I still have just a couple things that I need to go ahead and put away. This thing for right now, this is housing a bunch of sketches that need to go in binders. Just kind of different like filing that I need to do with like binders and stuff like that. Getting ready to go ahead and start matching up photos to 6x6 sketches for the Allison Davis class, and then I've got myself pretty much cleaned up. This thing would probably drive most people nuts, but for whatever reason it's working for me to have sort of an allowed spot to just stick stuff. And because it's here, I'm using my scrap pieces of like white cardstock a lot more for matting. I've been leaving things like these in here, and I've actually been using them. This is just kind of stuff that I need, not necessarily need, but want to use soon, so I don't want to put it away, but at the same time it's also becoming like a catch-all, but it's working for me for right now. And then these are scraps from my Easter thing that have adhesive on the back, so I don't want to put them in with my scraps. I've just been sticking them here, and that's actually been working because I've been using them too. So yeah, I'm pretty much set up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start laying out sketches and trying to work my way through them. I think there's a total of 20, so I might try to just do, maybe I'll try to do 5 today, get photos and 6x6 pads matched up, and then any like things that come to mind that I want to use when I look at the sketch. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on for today, and maybe I'll update that on this video as well, just to kind of show you guys, because I'm sure some of you guys are in that Facebook group as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that.